Hi guys, how you doing? Stevie Buckley PT. So I wanted to make this video today guys for everyone who feels like they're not achieving their fitness goals. I've had quite a few people contacting me saying that they feel like they're doing everything right, but they're just not getting the results that they want. So whether that be losing weight, whether it be building muscle, they just feel like they're just not getting the results. So there can be many reasons why you might not be achieving your fitness goals. But I just wanted today to give you my top reasons why, and the reasons I feel are the most important why you might not be achieving your fitness goals, and something you can start implementing now, and I believe it will really start helping you see better results. Okay guys, so the first thing I recommend that you do if you're not already doing it is track your progress. Okay, you must track your progress, especially if you're a beginner and you're just starting out. So when I say tracking, I mean tracking your lifts in the gym, tracking your calories, tracking body measurements, that kind of thing, okay? I'll ask so many people, are you tracking your lifts in the gym? No. Are you tracking your body measurements? No. Are you tracking your calories? No. You've got to create and invest time in these things so you get a good understanding of yourself, of your goals, of your progression. You can't just intuitively do these things, especially if you're just starting out. You have to get a really good understanding, like I say, invest the time and create a good understanding of what you need to do over time. So for instance, myself, for the first 3 to 4 years, I would track my lifts in the gym, I would track my calories, I tracked body measurements. I created a really good understanding of how I needed to do things in order to continuously see progression. And yes, once you become a bit more advanced, then you can start doing things a little bit more intuitively. But if you're just starting out and you're a beginner, I highly recommend you start tracking your progression. It makes such a big difference. And like I say, there's so many people I'll ask, are you tracking progression? And the answer is usually no. So start tracking your lifts, guys. Start tracking calories. Create a good understanding of what you're doing. And then from there, like I say, later on, once you've created this good understanding, then you can do things a little bit more intuitively. And I believe this will really help you start seeing better results. Okay, another reason you might not be getting results, guys, is that you're just not challenging yourself when it comes to training. Your effort level just isn't high enough, okay? So I'll see a lot of people going into the gym and just going through the motions. Just picking up the weight, they're maybe leaving 3, 4, 5 reps in the tank and just kind of going through the motions, like I said. So sure, if you're a beginner and you're just starting out, then I highly recommend that you learn proper technique first. Hire a personal trainer if you need to, in order to make sure you learn proper technique first. That's extremely important. So I'm not saying you need to be pushing weight around, especially if you're just going into the gym and just starting out. You need to learn proper technique first. But once you've built up this knowledge of technique and you have a good understanding of technique, then you have to start pushing yourself. You have to start challenging yourself a little bit more. I've just seen so many people that are going in and they're just leaving so much in the gym, and they could be pushing themselves so much harder. So this kind of goes back to what I was saying before with regards to tracking. You need to track what you're doing in the gym in order to see what you need to do in order to take that next step. So slow progression is key, but you need to be pushing yourself. You need to be challenging yourself in the gym. That will be extremely important when it comes to seeing results. So challenge yourself, make sure your effort level is high enough, and keep pushing, and you will start seeing better results over time. Another reason you might not be getting results, guys, is you're not paying enough attention to recovery and rest days. So sure, you want to be going to the gym, like I said before, and training really hard, training with a high intensity. If you are doing this correctly, then recovery becomes even more important. You have to allow your body, your central nervous system, and your muscles to recover properly before you go back in and train again. So it's extremely important. You have to think about recovery. Stress levels as well. If your stress levels are high, then this can really affect your recovery. So I suggest trying to find ways of bringing your stress down, reducing stress levels. Also sleep as well. Trying to improve on your sleep, try and get better sleep. Somewhere between sort of 8 and 9 hours a night would be ideal. And just all of this really just does help you with recovery. If your stress levels are high and you're not sleeping well and you're training hard in the gym, then it just has a massive impact on your body, and this is going to really hold you back from seeing good results. So concentrate, focus on recovery. It's something that I pay a lot of attention to in my own training. I really think about recovery almost as much as I do about my training and nutrition. Recovery is so important. So reducing stress levels, get good quality sleep, and take the time to recover properly before you go back in and train again. Another thing I hear a lot from people who aren't getting the results maybe that they want to are excuses. A lot of people say, well, I couldn't train this week because I had this occasion, I had to go here, I couldn't go to the gym today because I had this appointment. There's a lot of excuses, and you just can't expect to get results if you're not going to put the time in. So you've got to try, even if you have a really busy life like most people do. I have a very busy life, but I always find time for training. So wherever that might be, it doesn't matter. It might change from week to week, but you have to find the time. You can't expect to get results if you don't invest the time in. So whether, again, let that be fat loss or muscle building or strength building, whatever the goal is, if you don't invest the time, then you're not going to get the results. So there can't be excuses. You can't make excuses. You have to find the time, even if you have a really busy life. So whether that means training really early in the morning or training late at night, find the time. If you can't find the time, then you're just not going to get the results. Lastly, guys, I just want to say that you have to have realistic expectations when it comes to your fitness goals. You can't be expecting to get really fast results. It does take time in order to achieve a fitness goal. Again, whether that be fat loss or building muscle, it takes time. So you have to have patience, consistency, and perseverance, and you will see results. But I see a lot of people with really unrealistic expectations and saying, why am I not getting results? Now look at them saying, you actually are. You're achieving really good results. Just not aware of it. They're just not getting it as fast as they want to. So have realistic expectations. You might be the same. You might be actually achieving really, really good, solid results right now, but thinking you're not. So try not to compare yourself to other people. Don't compare yourself to anyone you see on social media. Just compare yourself to you and how you were before, and track your progress on you, okay? So that's really important as well. You want to have realistic expectations when it comes to a fitness goal. You have to have patience. It does take time, but I believe most people actually are achieving better results than what they actually think they are. So look at it realistically and have patience when it comes to your fitness goals, and take the time that it needs. Guys, if you found the video helpful today, please leave it a thumbs up. If you have any questions about anything I've said today, please feel free to drop them down in the comment section down below and I'll get right back to you. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'll speak to you again soon. Cheers.